Hello there, this is SD, and we are going to see if we can extend our winning streak to 11 games today. We've rolled a very, very good ship to do it with, so I'd rate our chances pretty well. We are going to be playing Stealth A today, and Stealth A is one of the strongest and most consistent ships in the game. Its only real weakness is you have no shields at the beginning, but you sort of make up for that because you start with cloaking. And you have two really, really good weapons that you can keep pretty much for the entire run. Dual lasers and mini beam are both they probably should both be 1 power more than what they actually are. But yeah, so you have this 2-power weapon system that can really crush enemies. You've got an augment here that you can sell for 40 scrap to give yourself an early boost. And you have long-range scanners right off the bat. So you're very, very strong. You just need to be careful until you're able to acquire some shields. But you can usually do that reasonably early. Let's start. One of the only things that can really take you down is if you're forced into early asteroid fields or solar flares or something like that. We're not done that here. We've got a store here. I don't like that. We could go there just to sell the titanium system casing, but I don't feel like that's worth it. So we have a pulsar to go into first of all. I don't feel like the pulsars aren't too bad for Stealth A unless it's like a disruptor, which can turn up at pulsars. So there is a degree of risk in going into it, but your weapons are fast, and that's the most critical thing. Pulsars are most dangerous when you have slow weapons where they might get taken offline before you get to fire a single time. Let's make sure everything is recording properly and tracking properly. The other thing you need to be wary of with this ship is to just try to avoid ever being in a position where you only have one beacon you can jump to that you haven't been able to see yet, because, there's some risk here, because if these two are both asteroid fields or solar flares, we're in a bit of trouble. But as long as you avoid putting yourself in a position where there's only one beacon you can jump to, you are usually fairly safe. So we're going to do this. Go into the pulsar. What have we got? Okay, this ship's not too bad. What I'd like to do is fire the dual lasers right before I cloak. And that way I can cloak, and the firing the dual lasers doesn't shorten the cloak timing at all. Yeah, we're taking that. So yeah, we take that. So our decision to jump into the pulsar has paid off very handsomely. That sells for 35 scrap, so we already have 75 scrap worth of stuff to sell, which means we're not far off being able to afford shields. We won't be able to do it at this store because, I'd love to hit these two fights and then backtrack to the store, but I think the store will get taken over before that can happen. Still, let's hit these. Even if we have to exit. Oh, I should have waited for my shields to be less on cooldown, but these weapons are slow enough that I don't think it matters. Okay, we've knocked that offline. Cloak this. Good, we dodged one that was aimed at our weapons. And they're down. We didn't get very much scrap for that, all considered. Yeah, that's going to get taken over. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to put a buffer on my weapons. This is usually the first upgrade you want to take with this ship, because you'll want to upgrade your weapons eventually anyway to use more stuff, and it just provides you with a load of security. If you take one, your main protection with this ship is just that you have great weapons, and this means you can take a single hit from a beam drone or something like that and not be immediately, or from a mini beam, and not be incredibly vulnerable. However, ion weapons kind of ignore this. I'm going to cloak now, because that delays their mini beam and maybe we can knock it offline. No, make sure you actually hit the weapons room. Unfortunately, we didn't knock the mini beam offline. We knocked the other weapon off. So yeah, there's the buffer upgrade. Now, admittedly, they've set a fire, but that buffer upgrade is huge. Our dual lasers will burn out here, but it doesn't matter. Oh no, they won't actually. We got a double reward, and yeah, that buffer upgrade on our weapons immediately pays large dividends. We don't see any encounters. Let's just jump here. That sees the most. Let's fend for ourselves, attack and escape. Being boarded, which is annoying. We can leave this guy alone for the moment because that's a level 2 system. Cloak now. We got hit once through the cloak anyway, but that's fine. The reason we're firing the dual lasers before we cloak is that the dual lasers shorten our cloak timing, but the mini beam doesn't. So as long as we have the dual lasers in the air to pop the shield bubble, we can fire the mini beam while we're cloaked and be completely safe. We might take a shot here. Yeah. But we cloaked. They aimed that at the right system, but it was too late. What have we got here? Our distress options aren't that great. We have a beam, we have cloaking, but those don't provide too many distress options. On the other hand, jumping back to this fight is a bit of a bad option. I think we want to jump down here and then go into the nebula. Let's aid the Federation ship. Okay, thankfully this disruptor does not have an offensive drone. Although we'd probably be fine even if it did. They hit us through the cloak, but we took their mini beam out, which is a more dangerous weapon. I did not want to open my vents there. Take those weapons offline again. And we will kill on the next volley. Contact the Federation ship. Nice. Double scrap reward. We now have enough scrap that if we spot a store, we can immediately get shields. We sell the titanium system casing, which brings to 113. That brings us to 148. So any store that actually has systems, and it's worth noting any store that has systems will always have shields to sell. If there are any systems available at all, shields is guaranteed to be one of them. This ship is dangerous. We're going to take it anyway. But this is a quite dangerous weapon setup with alongside the Zoltan shield. That's a very important cloak there. Now what we can hope to do here, if our dual laser shots both hit, our titanium system casings just kept our engines up. What we can hope here is that both of our dual laser shots hit and then our mini beam can hit. Yep, there we go. Unfortunately we didn't take down the heavy laser, which is the weapon I wanted to take down. But whatever, they can't take our weapons out now, and that means our next volley is pretty much guaranteed to kill. Unless they have autopiloting and get insane luck. So yeah, we took some damage there because they had Zoltan shields. There's only so much you can do against early enemies with Zoltan shields. They're very dangerous. But still. check here. There's probably nothing there, but there might be. And then we want to hit these two, and whether we go here or to there will depend on what we see. How many borders are there? Probably too many for me to stop them smashing cloaking, but we'll see. We can maybe vent it fast enough. Yep. Unfortunately, they're now going to get into my door room and just generally cause problems. Let's vent everything except for medbay in that corner. Just run into my medbay and die. Thank you. So this is a nothing jump. We get some combat XP. We've taken a little bit more damage so far than I would have liked, but most of that was against the Zolt's shield ship, and there's nothing much you can do about that. We would have had to just avoid the fight. Okay, speaking of avoiding the fight, we're definitely not going that way. There's a solar flare. So we're going to hit these two jumps. Go to this stress. Okay, so this is our first enemy with combat drones, which is quite dangerous. What you want to do is look where the combat drone is firing. They always aim at the middle of the room that they're aiming at. Looks to me they're probably aiming like there, or maybe the med bay. Okay, they were aiming past there, but still. And you don't want to cloak. If they're aiming at something not dangerous, you don't want to cloak it. This might be aiming at our cloaking, so I'm going to cloak so that they can't fire. I realize this ship is trying to run away, but it's too important to knock their weaponry out first. Now that we've taken the drone offline, we can concentrate on stopping them from fleeing. Unfortunately, they have the shield buffer upgrade and the piloting buffer, but we'll get a third volley off before they can flee. Ships this early in the game can't have level 3 piloting, and we're guaranteed to take this offline as long as our mini beam can hit it, so I thought to aim the dual lasers at shields instead to completely take them down. Just shoot this out. I could have gained an extra weapon XP by waiting for the mini beam, but I thought it was better to just end the fight. It's quite an annoying fight because they're a forward scout, we didn't get very much scrap for it. Here, then up to the distress beacon. This ship's not too bad. Ion weapons are a little bit annoying because they ignore our buffer. If the ion hits our weapons, it doesn't matter that we have an extra point in there, it will still take one of the weapons down. You don't really have a defense against that, other than cloaking. Here I will wait to get the extra weapon XP because this ship is definitely going to die before they can repair their weapons. Okay. We'll go to distress. If that beacon up there is, you know, not something nasty, we can probably do that. Top option, you can lose crew. Let's do the second one, and we gain crew instead. And a mantis is very helpful. We'll stick them on doors. They can help us deal with borders. Let's just make absolutely certain we have enough space here. Yeah, we do. As long as we don't get doubled fleet pursuit, which I think we can't get because the event that would do that, we have long-range scanners for a blue option. This is a double scrap possibility. Very, very nice. Well, that heavy laser unfortunately just hit us through cloaking. Fortunately, it didn't hit our weapons. This could be a very bad situation if it had. The other fortunate thing is they're trying to repair their weapons with a mantis, so that's not happening. 16. Nice, we got a full repair. That's very, very helpful. So we're going to get out of this sector with full health. It looks like there wasn't another store. If there was, that it was down there, which we couldn't go to. We saw the one store right at the beginning. I suppose there might have been a second store up in the top left corner, which we never really saw. This can easily be a trap. Turns out it is, but it was a trap we accessed by ignoring it. We need to use the same tactic that we used the last time we fought a Zoltan Shield ship. Unfortunately, we won't be able to knock it offline with our weapons offline with our second volley, because they dodged one of the dual laser shots. Here we're going to hold the mini beam charge to save us a bit of time, and we just need to really hope that they don't heavy laser our weapons, which they didn't. They did that with a single shot laser, but that's fine. Yes. So, let's take those stealth weapons. We really need to get to a store just to sell the system casings, because now our 3 weapon slots are filled up. But that's twice in this sector that the damage buffer on our weapons has come up huge. And that's why you want to do that, unless you have like an immediate chance to get shields. Which we might have done if the first store had been in a different location. But unless it's going to be... But yeah, unless you have a chance to get shields very, very quickly by selling stuff, you want to just get that damage buffer and be safe. Pirate controlled or Zoltan. I feel like Pirate is better here. I mean, Zoltan has more stores. But Zoltan controlled can have Zoltan shields, and of course that would be very poor. That's, you know, not very good for us. We're gonna go Pirate. Pirate is a little dangerous because there are like a lot of asteroid fields in these sectors, I find. Well, this is somewhat unfortunate. We have multiple jumps that are rather badly laid out. Like, we have to go through, to advance in this sector, we either have to go through this beacon, or we have to go through this beacon. And either of them, and we have to go through this beacon as well. And any of those could potentially be asteroid fields or solar flares. I think I want to jump here first, because that way I can see if this is a hazard beacon. If it isn't, we can go that way, and if it is, we have enough time to go the other way. If worse comes to worse, you can survive like asteroid. Let's not do that. Okay, we're going to go this way. You can survive asteroid beacons and solar flares potentially with this ship. You do have high engines, so you can get away quickly, and your weapons can win you fights quickly. Especially now that we have the damage buffer on weapons, you're less likely to just have one come in and hit you and set off a terrible cascade. I'm actually going to do this for security in case I do get forced into one of them, especially now that we have stealth weapons. We can use that to get a second volley off in total security, and it's not like we're in any danger. When we get to a store, we have stuff to sell to be able to get shields as long as it's there. What we'd like to do is get here and to these beacons as soon as possible to see loads. Attack the slaver. This is a little dangerous. They might have offensive drones, and indeed they do. This beam master ship would be completely worthless against most enemies in the game, or against most player ships in the game rather. But against a stealth ship, it's quite bad. What is this aiming at? It's not aiming at cloaking, and I don't mind that much if it hits. Well, it hit weapons, but our titanium system casing resisted there. It wouldn't really have mattered too much if it had hit weapons, of course. Let's cloak right now. We're going to aim our dual lasers at that room in case they have a buffer upgrade, because our mini beam is guaranteed to take their mini beam off. Cool. So we took 1 damage, but we're safe now. And our mini beam will kill them on the next volley. No. We don't want crew, we want scrap. Yeah, 23 scrap is way more valuable. Oh, for God's sake. At this point, it's too late to go back, so we have to go through this asteroid field. Do I want to buy another power bar? I'm going to do that so I can run the level 2 cloak and level 2 and my max engines for the whole fight. We just want to get out of here as soon as possible. Wow, combat drone and an asteroid field. This might be aiming at my cloaking, I'm not sure, but I'm just going to cloak now. This will also cloak a lot of the asteroids, or at least it would if we could actually dodge anything. Most important thing is to take this combat drone down. Okay, this is all down, so there's no risk of our weapons being taken offline by one asteroid here. It's not possible because of the buffer. They've also taken a hit on shield, so we can just kill them as quickly as possible and get the fuck out of here. There we go. And now that the ship is dead, our FTL will start charging faster. So we can hopefully get out. Yep, we can get out before taking any more asteroids. Cool, and we've got a store. Let's jump immediately to the store. And there's shields there. Let's sell the defensive drone and the titanium system casing. Let's buy shields. Now. Let that fire go out. They have a Charge 2 laser here. It's not an ideal weapon, but I think we're probably going to pick that up, because we want something to extend our offense. These weapons actually can beat level 2 shielded enemies. You need both of the dual laser shots to hit, but because you have... Now, once you have shields and you have, like, upgraded cloaking, and especially with stealth weapons like we have, we would be quite safe. But still, I feel like the best option is to just get something... We buy this, we are safe for the whole game. We can just use these 3 weapons and win the whole run. So I'm going to do that. It'll take a little while to actually upgrade enough to use that. We might not even be able to do it by the end of this sector. But it's fine. If necessary, we could upgrade to weapons 4 and use the Charge 2 and dual lasers against a ship with... Okay. This ship has 1 laser. We could grind dodges here. Let me think about this while I'm going to kill this Mantis. We can't really crew kill it. I mean, the only chance we would have to crew kill this ship... Actually, I suppose there is a way we could. Depending on how upgraded their medbay is. Also, we can try doing a trick. Let's see if we can pull this off. You're going to run to the med bay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd like to hit the teleporter. And ideally set a fire, because that can drag 2 people in there. Let's see. Please set a fire. Okay, good. When they have finished repairing this, what's going to happen is that they are going to, because the teleporter will be off cooldown when they fix it, they will warp over to me with both of these 2, and that will leave just the Mantis. So we can get an O2 kill against this ship. Yeah, they're going to board me, and it's going to be with these 2. Let's run my crew somewhere central. Yes, come in here. So yeah, they boarded with these 2, as long as we kill these 2, and we can actually use our cloak. We're going to cloak now. They can't warp back, because they can't see their crew, because we're cloaked. And now all they have is a Mantis over there. And are Mantis good at repairing oxygen when it gets broken? Not in my experience. So we're going to hit that over and over again. And they will suffocate. So we're not exactly grinding dodges here, but we actually will grind some because it'll take them a little while to suffocate, and we'll run level 4 engines while we're waiting. Mini beam. Yeah, getting the crew kill here is a little bit lucky because we weren't guaranteed to set that fire, and if we hadn't set the fire, they wouldn't have boarded us with 2 people. But potentially what we still could have done, even if they'd boarded us with only 1, we just would need to goad them into trying to fix this oxygen with the Mantis. Yeah, the rooms on that ship are already turning pink, and they have loads of hull left. Like, if they start trying to run away, we could potentially just mini-beam swipe the piloting. I think they're going to run out of O2 before he fixes it this time. Yep. They might manage to fix it before they suffocate, but, like, we'll just knock it offline once more and they're dead. They won't even try to run to the med bay, even though they could stay alive there, they would be stuck. Actually, maybe they won't manage to fix this. Nope, they didn't manage to fix it. So we get a high scrap reward for that. That's very, very good. I'd like to upgrade my weapons again, but I can't. It's more important with this. Given that we have level 2 cloaking, it's more important to upgrade weapons than shields. We want to get our weapons so that we can use the charge 2. Unfortunately, this is a not very useful jump. Wow, this is a 5 border event. This is quite rare this early on. You guys just get to the med bay. Start venting everything. Get you into the med bay as well. Come on in. Our Mantis will have to fight 2v1 for a bit, but Mantises like fighting 2v1. It's an important part of their culture. One down. I think our Mantis might actually do this. Yup. 2v1. No help at all. Let's just make sure that the path is safe and that they're not going to die from oxygen loss while running to the med bay. We'll get our weapons to 4 and then start working on shields. We'd like to get them to 5, but that's a little pricey. And we only need to really be able to run the charge 2 and one of these weapons to be safe in the next sector. Now that we have shields, asteroid field fights are not that dangerous for us. We're going to go... Do we have 3 jumps here? Yes. So we can't take both of these. The asteroid field thing is more likely to be a fight. This just might be a quest that gives us fuel or something. So we're going to go to the asteroid field, then we're going down and back towards the exit. Let's just do a long cloak right at the beginning and knock their weapons out, and their drone is more important. Yep. And this swipe, we take out the shields, and then they're screwed. Yeah, they can't even dodge. Oh wow, they managed to get one through. The asteroids came through. We're not completely safe with only one shield bubble, but you're mostly safe. We have enough scrap now to upgrade our weapons, but we can't actually use it because of the asteroid field. So we're going to go here, get another fight, and then down towards the exit through one of those two beacons. Combat drone. Really? They dodged both of our shots? That would be very, very bad if we still didn't have shields, but we do, and we also have the stealth weapons and the upgraded cloaking. I did the beam. Oh no, I didn't do the beam shot wrong. It looked like I wasn't going to hit the oxygen room there, but I did anyway. This repair drone is going to be annoying as hell. Cool, so now we can run. We'll keep using these for the moment, but we now have the option to run charge 2 plus either dual lasers or mini beam, depending on the enemy, and that will help us get through higher shielding. Such as the type of high shielding that this enemy does not have. So there's an easy win, and let's get our shields up. Off to the exit. Cool, we get a free drop that we can sell. Zoltan Controlled is the more dangerous of these two sectors. It has the higher potential for high scrap gains, and it has more stores. Although at the moment we don't so much need stores, we just need scrap. Zoltan Controlled is the more likely to give us a lot of scrap, but it's the more likely sector for us to die in as well. So I think I'm going to go Mantis. Like the Zoltan Border Police we could probably deal with, but just Zoltan Shield ships generally, they're bad. Whereas Mantis ships, because they focus on the teleporter, they often have substandard weaponry. And a Mantis-controlled sector with long-range scanners is pretty good, because you can avoid a lot of empty jumps and just keep going to fights. Yeah, let's go Asteroid Distress and keep going forward. So. Well, we don't need to use the charge laser here, we're completely fine. This is us a couple of sectors ago. A couple sectors, you know, last sector when we got forced into that asteroid jump. Just stop him from breaking my doors. Cool. Not quite enough scrap to get our shields up, and we took a hit there, but it's fine. The next scrap reward we get will be enough to give us level 2 shields, and then we'll be very safe. Distress. We don't have a blue option for the... Oh yeah, we have improved cloaking. That's not a very good blue option for this. You get a lower amount of scrap. It was a sloppy job, but they appreciated it and offer a reward. You get a better reward for having an NG or an ion weapon there, but whatever. Those are scrap totals so far. Decent. Last sector wasn't very good. Let's get that up. In most fights, we'll want to go in like this. Let's do like that. We'd like to get a little bit more power, and we'd like to get our weapons up to 5. Then we can start saving for hacking. Okay, here we don't need 2 shield bubbles. Then boarding into weapons is annoying. I'm going to charge the charge laser up to 3. Let's do a long cloak. Let's completely fail at a long cloak. They hit us at 90% evade. Very good. Let's see if we can knock that stupid Artemis missile off. Okay, we did. Good. So currently we can't take damage from anything other than the solar flare. It's actually a good idea for us to do this, because then this laser can't take out my one shield bubble right before the solar flare goes off. As long as you have any shields up when the solar flare goes off, you're relatively safe from damage. They, however, have no shields up right now, so they're going to get hit by an absolute boatload of fires, and that has ended them. Get in there and start fighting the fire. We can maybe stop this room from burning out. Yes. Okay, good. You guys go in there. We might just be able to vent this, but it'll take a while for the oxygen to get out there. Speaking of getting out of here, let's do that. That's not a good jump, so we're going to just go here. Attack. This ship, we can do mini beam and dual lasers. Actually, no, let's use the charge 2. They have dangerous weapons. Can you finish fixing this so I can do a long cloak? Thank you. You go up there. Just do a level 1 cloak here, it's fine. You get up there to help fight. We might be able to crew kill this ship, but it is kind of dangerous because their weapons are quite good. Well, I mean, they warped out anyway, so what we can do is wait for this NG to come board us. It's definitely a little dangerous with that ion bomb. But this NG will come board us, and we kill them, and then we take the Mantis out. This can do a maximum of 3 damage. That won't blow the ship up, and we can kill the Mantis with the mini beam. There we go, they have exactly 1 hull left. Cloak just to make sure the NG can't escape, and we have a crew kill. Let's check the map first. There's a store. Should we save here in case there's hacking? We have something to sell for 15 scrap, so we really just need any amount of scrap at all will be enough. I think that's worth it. We'll take these 2 jumps. Go there, 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 and then towards the exit. How many jumps do we have? We have enough. Oops. That store could also have a better weapon than the Charge 2, like a flak that we could then swap in and get rid of this. And that would save us from needing to upgrade to level 5. We're not going to try to crew kill this. They have 3 crew and they also have a med bay. It's much easier to crew kill enemies that use clone bays because you can misdirect them. That Mantis thought he'd made it, but he was not quite there. They might die to fire here. They didn't quite. You 2 go fight that fire since it's in an awkward spot to vent. Run more engines and get us out of here. We now have enough even without selling the system repair drone, which we will definitely do anyway, so it's probably going to be nothing at this beacon. Indeed, there is nothing. Cool, they have hacking. Let's sell the system repair drone and buy hacking and some repairs. Yeah, we're in absolutely okay. We're going to be forced into another store, and there's not really a great deal we can do about that. We have no way to not go through this beacon. So that's sad. If there's like flak here or whatever, we'll just have to, be sad about it. How many jumps do we have before this exit? 3? Yes. I guess store on these two is preferable. This one is probably just nothing. I wish we could hit these, but we can't without diving. We're almost to the position that we can dive, but not quite. Yeah, they have a pre-igniter here, but I'd rather have hacking anyway. Demand they surrender. Now, by far, our number one thing that we need is power. We can stop them from running because our mini beam can hit a lot of rooms. I think I may have disabled this slightly too late, but we'll see. Yeah, I did. I was hoping the laser would hit us first, and then we could pull the shield bubble down to power that, but that was a little bit greedy. So they have 3 crew over there. By damaging 3 rooms, we pull the pilot. Our next set of shots are going to hit like here, and that will take even more systems down. We maybe should have hacked in this fight. Here, we're definitely not cloaking too late. We just got hit anyway, so... Is that 3 times so far that we've been hit through cloak at 90% chance? Whatever, we win the fight on this mini-beam. Give me power. That is by far the main thing we need right now. We've got a red sector next, and pretty much any of the red sector options we're fine with. Hopefully it's not rock, but even that is like, it's not the end of the world, it's just annoying. Our beam weapon gives us a blue option here, very good. That gets us more power. We want 1 more power bar, I think, and then we can start saving for weapons 5. Scrap some of the debris. We can't get power from that. Okay, we got another pirate sector. And this one we don't need to be quite as cautious about. The pulsar is kinda dangerous, but I'm going to take it anyway. We have hacking and cloaking now, so... Of course they've got a damn Zolt shield. Zolt shields in pulsars are extremely annoying because the pulse will hit the Zolt shield instead of their actual shields. Okay, what we're going to do is cloak here, and we're going to hack their weapons to stop them firing that hover beam at me. Get the charge 2 laser up all the way. We want to maximize our odds of knocking that stupid thing down. There we go. We'd probably crew kill this with 2 fires in a locked room if it weren't for the fact they have a rock over there. Even with the med bay, they would probably die, but... Like, we're not taking any risks here. Let's just kill them. No. And we'll wait until our shields are basically fine. Since we're jumping out into fights, we want our shields to not be ionized when we jump out. We must beware of beam drones. We'll get them up here. We don't care about our sensors being ionized. No, we're not accepting your stupid toll. Go and help out. Well, they just dodged a bunch of our shots. Get you in there. Fortunately, their weapons don't line up at first. So we can fire a second volley off even without the fact that we'll be able to cloak if it looks like their weapons are going to line up. And they're not, because we knock one of them down. Take this stuff out. You go back to doors since they're going to board us again. Well, they might. They seem to be... I think they're confused and waiting for a second person, which we might be able to prevent them ever getting. You almost had it. Let's get weapons up. And now we can do this. We're still a little bit low on power. We want 2 more power bars now. We can only hit one of these fights anyway. And this one that doesn't have a hostile beacon is probably preferable. Though we could hit actually here and here might be better. This is too likely lots of scrap. Yeah, we'll do that. They're sending over a boarding drone. Thankfully it's a boarding drone and not an ion intruder drone since it landed directly in my weapons. Level 1 cloak is fine here as long as we stop both of the lasers from hitting me. Mini beam. Okay, we messed up the timing there. One moment. So we messed up the placement of our beam and didn't hit that room, but I think we're fine. You guys go and heal. Can we knock that offline before they get it to land on us? Yes. No, we're not taking that. Those fires are in annoying locations. But we are out of here. Our beam weapon gets us another blue option. Cool. 2 more power, and now we're pretty good. I mean, now we'd like to get mind control as our final system. So we'll save up 75 scrap as a buffer and just keep that permanently. And other than that, just upgrades really that we want. We're in a very, very strong position. We probably want to get hacking up next. Or maybe cloaking, given that we have the stealth weapons. Go cloaking 3 very early. This ship is kind of vulnerable to our charge 2 laser because we can fire it every single time it charges up. Yeah, goodbye burst laser 2. And now they can't dodge. Let's fire this once. How's my weapons skill doing? We're almost at max. Best way to get weapons XP is to have done this. That way we get 4 for taking out the last 2 hull. There's a store there. We don't have quite enough for mind control, but we will after this beacon, so we're going to go there, there. At this point, we don't care if we dive in like every sector. We are very, very safe. Okay, we want to hack here because these guys have dangerous weapons. Hack piloting to make sure our shots hit. Am I guaranteed to knock this missile off? I'm going to do 3 damage. or 4 actually, which 4 I think is guaranteed to knock off. As 2 will pop shields, 2 that. Actually, no, it is only 3. I'm not guaranteed to knock that offline. In which case, I want to save my cloak. And indeed, it looks like we've knocked everything but that offline because the other things have just fired. It might burn out though before they can use it. Yeah, it did. But I couldn't have guaranteed that I was going to set those fires. Good luck over there, guys. If this weren't an asteroid field, we could have almost certainly made it a crew kill with all those fires we got earlier. But, you know, it is an asteroid field. They had a med bay, they have a big missile, they have Enchies. I felt we should just end the fight. To the store. They don't have mind control. We do want backup battery, so we'll buy that. That increases our odds of finding mind control later. And we can use that to power our special systems. We're going to go this way. We're almost certainly going to do a double dive in this sector because the only jump that connects to the exit is here. So we're probably going to like hit all of these beacons over here and then head to the exit light. Let's just keep our engines up. As long as we can cloak at a high dodge percentage chance here, we're pretty safe. Yes, go try to smash the system I can't use right now anyway. Okay, our Mantis has already had a 2v1 success here, but it wasn't against 2 Mantises. Take that down. You get out of there, you go to med bay. Let's just start venting things very... Our doors might get smashed here. Maybe I can hold them on. Okay, good. They're already running out. Yes, come and fight me in the med bay. Poke. We've got 75 exactly. Yeah, should we just go here, 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 and then dive? We might even end up diving at the exit because there's such a huge jump between here and there. Let's do that. How close are we to having max evade? Still a ways off. I'd grind it here against the asteroid field, but they've got a missile. I don't want to do that. Like, if we're cloaking ASBs at 94%, whatever, we're pretty safe. Worst case scenario, and it sneaks through and hits my piloting room. We have enough repair on our ship to get it fixed, to get us out. Hail the refugees. Yeah, we'll definitely make that trade. We are using hacking drones. Okay, we're going to go to this fight, then we're going to go to the store, then we dive. We'll save the scrap because of the store. We're not surrendering to slavers. We could possibly crew kill this. I don't feel like it's worth it. We'll just take an ordinary kill. We could, like, con the Mantis into fixing oxygen by, like, hitting the weapons first and then doing a mini-beam just there. I think there's too much risk of taking damage here. No. I know it's an NG, which is nice, but we have a store coming up. I'd like to get scrap before the store in case they have like a flak and mind control so we can get both of them. They don't have that. We could buy the hull laser too, but that feels like a side grade compared to the charge 2. It's a little bit better because hull laser 2 has a very high chance of doing hull breaches, which is very good. But it's not good enough to be worth... It'd be basically 40 scrap because we'd sell the charge 2, and I don't feel like it's worth spending 40 scrap just for that. The charge 2 is also more flexible tactically because when we knock the shields, an enemy's shields down, we can use it at 1 charge, which is not an option we have with the hull 2. So let's just do this. Yeah, this is going to be a double dive, but it's fine. So. This enemy is not that dangerous. We have a cloak long enough that we can cloak both the ASB and the burst 3 at once. And that assumes we don't just knock the burst 3 offline with our first volley, which we might. So I'm going to not use a hacking drone. Unfortunately, we didn't knock it offline because they dodge loads. Cloak. Yep, long cloak. We escape both of them. I think our backup battery is going to go kaput here, unfortunately. Didn't vent quite fast enough because I forgot to turn the O2 off. Whatever. You get over there. We were so close to killing that ship. The sound effect is just played here, but if we jump out, we will not actually take the damage. It's more important to avoid damage than get a trivial amount of score. These weapons are also very slow and can be vented. Vented can be cloaked at the same time as the ASB. We do have quite a few of them running around on our ship, which is not ideal. We just stop them from breaking my oxygen. Thank you. I need someone to go help my mantis, but I don't want to lose evade. I think I kind of have to, though. Oh, you're running this way. Good. Ah, and then he changed his mind. Asshole. Good. They warp them back. Back to your stations. Pull a shield bubble down. Cloak all that. Cloak the ASB. We're so close to killing this ship too. But we have to escape. Well, look, we both know you're dead. We can maybe get a Zoltan shield at the Zoltan homeworlds, but I think civilian is just more consistent. So yeah, that, even though that animation was playing, once again, the ASB did not hit us. We got out just in time. It was definitely the right choice to do that. Amongst other things, in addition to the potential that could have done 3 damage, some of our crew had below 45 health. If it had hit a room they were in, those crew would have died. So. If we'd used hacking in those 2 fights, we would have killed both of the ships, but whatever. Okay, we'll take a fight, at least one, and then curl up towards this store. Try to get mind control there. Nice, storage cache. We should be able to do this without hacking. We just need to knock the missile offline and then they're completely harmless. Oops. We could get the last couple dodges against... Oh, no, we can't. They don't have that laser up anymore. We will get the last 3 dodges. We need this sector anyway. They would already be dead if their beam drones didn't keep face tanking my shots. Nice, we get a double reward. And let's go to this asteroid field. That should provide the last 3 dodges we need. We're gonna hack this ship because they've got a big missile. And they also have weapons that are dangerous enough to hurt me, so it's kind of a double threat. Hack all that crap down. So weapons are basically down except for this bomb. And actually we can knock the bomb out even. There's a lot of fire over there. This might turn into a crew kill. Let's sit and watch. We can grind dodges while we're waiting, so there's no reason for us to hurry this. We got 2 with our engines guy, but didn't get them with the pilot because the ones there was fighting going on in the pilot room, so he couldn't get any XP. Yeah, you look like you're about to lose this particular struggle. It's now just a question of whether or not the fire takes out their shields. Hopefully it is extinguished by lack of oxygen before it can spread there, because obviously if the fire takes their shields out, they'll die to the asteroids. It's spread into that room and is going to kill Sophia here. But there is still a possibility that it will go out before it completely burns the shields out. And we hope that it does that. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to. It looks like that fire is spreading too much. 1 shield bubble is enough that an asteroid can get through. Oh, come on, come on, come on, go out, go out, go out, go out, go out. Damn it! Ha ha ha! The asteroid finished the crew kill after we were worried about that. That was a godly aimed asteroid. Unfortunately, we didn't get all the dodges that we wanted, but we only need 1 now. That was a fantastically aimed asteroid. I couldn't have put it better myself. Go to the store. Mind control. There's a pre-igniter here. But the pre-igniter is not really worth it. With a charge 2, it only charges 1 socket. Or however you want to describe these 4 things. It gives you 1 laser charge. So let's pass on that. Let's get the mind control instead. Get a repair. And should I take shields up now? Let's take shields up now. We don't quite have enough power to run it, but we'll fix that in a battle or 2. Big missile and enough lasers to hurt us means we should just hack. Long cloak. This is a promising amount of fires. Do you know, I forgot completely in that last fight that we could mind... Oh no, we couldn't mind control in that last fight. We didn't have it. But now we can. You're dead. I think this ship may have sustained too much damage for us to crew kill, but we'll see. Cut that out. Like, if I can keep making them kill each other, we might manage it. If I could just get the two of them in the same room right here. Yep, got it. Mini beam. Ooh yeah, lots of encounters. This is a risk, but we're going to take it anyway. It wasn't worth it. Map upgrade is bad. We have long-range scanners. We pretty much give ourselves map upgrades, so we kind of played ourselves there. But, like, I've had the game give me flak for 2 fuel, and we can probably survive being at a low fuel amount. We'll just need to look out for any surrender offers. They have a big missile, we'll just kill this shit and not try to crew kill. If we get lucky, we get lucky. I will need to accept, if they give us fuel surrenders that actually have, if they give surrender offers that actually have fuel, we'll need to accept them. Even if it's relatively minimal amounts of fuel. Mind control will make you two fight each other in shields. It delays and buys time for the fire to spread to oxygen. I want to keep the lock on the door. Yeah, keep fixing shields. I don't care if you do that. Keep 1 damage on that so we can keep mind controlling in that room. Their human is dead here. And while the rock is immune to fire, he's not immune to oxygen drain. And he does not have enough time to, you know, get all the fires out in that room and fix it without suffocating. The oxygen is going to run out in that room, and that will stop him from fixing it. Good, and the fires aren't spreading, so they won't accidentally burn the ship out. Yeah, he can never fix the O2. He's going to suffocate doing it. If he can even get into the room, which he now can. Yes, you do that. More crew kills. More power. I mean, there's a bit of fuel with that, but this is a potential double scrap reward we're not going to accept. We can possibly crew kill this if we're patient. Okay, I should have remembered when you board 2 people into the med bay, I should have kept my door person there until my engines person had engaged them, and then we'd have been able to fight them in the med bay. Now, as a punishment for that misplay, I have to fight them in here. I'm mostly worried about the bomb, because if that's a small bomb, it could actually kill our crew. So we need to beware of that. Okay, it's a stun bomb. We don't need to worry about that happening. It's fine for them to warp back, because they're going to board us again with 2 more people. And then we can make the people who are all at very low health kill each other. Okay, that's a little dangerous. I see your cunning plan. However, you have neglected to have a medical unit, which is going to be your downfall. NG is going to fail to fight that fire since they have no health. And yeah, now we just need to keep mind controlling people over and over again. I think this Mantis is going to fail too. Okay, that's annoying. That's still charging. Kill you. Mind control. Murder each other. And you have just enough health that this will kill. Oh man. This is a dumb risk to take, but I'm going to reject that. We only lost 2 fuel by doing that. We could have had a double reward there, so I feel like it was worth it to reject. But it was dumb, because we could have got 0 fuel from doing that, and then we'd be in trouble. We have lots of hacking drones. This fight is potentially dangerous. Okay, well, I guess we should have waited to see what they were hacking. Ha, you didn't blow our hacking drone up. And we'll take them out now. One moment. All right. So 2 fights and then the exit. We might dive past the exit depending on what we see. Let's fight this ship. We're gonna hack. They have a fast missile. We just want to make sure that thing goes down. Our fuel is up enough now that I felt like we didn't need to accept that. We'll see if we can get these 2 to crew kill each other, but probably not. The NG's taken a bunch of damage from fire and the human hasn't. In fact, screw it, let's just end this. Because of the amount of damage the NG took there, they were already going to be losing the mind control fight. There was just no way we were going to get the damage spread out enough that the human would die. Let's buy 2 more power bars. Fight the ship. This is the same enemy we just fought, basically. This time they have a big missile instead of a small missile, but I don't feel like the tactic needs to change all that much. Now here, if we get a fire in weapons and their second crew member goes in to fight it and takes a bunch of damage, it works very well for potentially getting a crew kill. So let's see if that happens again. It didn't, unfortunately. However, we can mind control them and make them fight each other in the shields room. We'll see if this NG gets enough damage on the Mantis for us to potentially crew kill before he dies. We need the Mantis below 60 health. I think we can do that. Potentially less if we could just get a fire. But like 59 health is low enough that as long as we place all of our shots precisely. Mind control you go in. For the love of God. The NG didn't actually get enough on him there. Now what we want to do I really would like to get him in shields. I suppose if we get another fire in this room, let's see, this is going to hit... I don't want him to smash this system, but I don't think he can anyway. If we hit with all of these, it's going to be 45 damage on him and a chance for a fire. Okay, we got it. Now, unfortunately, he has too many places to run to, I think. Yeah, if we'd had him in shields and we could have got the fires in that room, he'd have been trapped behind the locked doors. But because he has other rooms to run to, this will probably not be a crew kill. Okay, he's going to kill himself by running through the fire, so we got one after all. We really shouldn't have, but he was trying to get to the piloting room, I guess, there. And that required him to try to burst down a locked door in a room that had a fire. So, thanks for that, Mantis. That was a very dumb decision. Yeah, we definitely take that. So that makes up for the stuff we gave away. We won't dive here because we don't see anything at that jump. I mean, it's a possibility that there could be like a civilian ship there or something like that. Do you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Ignore it. Yeah, we get a fight. Let's make these two kill each other. They're in an awkward spot to vent. You guys get into position to go and fight them once the mind control is run out. Yeah, we got 36 scrap by diving there. That's not the worst. I mean, we're at full hull. We have a long cloak. We have a long hack. Back when I bought that charge laser back in the early part of the game, I thought we would be able to replace it by now, but we really haven't had very good options to do so. Have we had any weapon drops in this run? No. Our only drops in this entire run came in sectors 1 and 2. So, yeah, we've not exactly been getting... Despite getting quite a few crew kills, we haven't really been getting many drops, but it's fine. This ship is so strong that it doesn't need that much to win with. We're going to just hack weapons here. There's a possibility they could fire those up in such a way. Okay, this time we're going to do this properly. Run shields guy in there to tie them up. Now door guy goes in to join. Okay, not too much danger here. Especially since they swapped the weapons around for some bizarre reason. Now we can't take any damage from that at all. Mind control the guy trying to repair shields. I don't think we'll kill this ship. I think we need to flee before the stealth weapons kind of work against us here because we can't cut the cloak timing short to make sure we can always cloak the ASB. Yeah, like we're almost there, but... Oh, we dodged the ASB anyway, so we actually get the credit for killing that ship, and we get 1 fuel. Angie factor. We don't have anything to sell, but we wouldn't mind seeing a store just to see if there's possibly better weapons than this charge 2. This ship is dangerous and is running away. We're not messing about with it. I think we hacked very slightly too early there. But we still damaged enough systems that they're now trying to fix things instead of continuing to flee. So we're fine. Next volley will kill. Cut that out. You don't want to fix things, you want to die. Clearly dying is a much better option. Off to the store now. Nothing we really want here. The glaive beam is an expensive piece of crap. The other weapons are missile weapons. Like, the small bomb is cute, but it's not particularly helpful for us. Jump ahead to the asteroid field. So, disappointing store there. Probably don't even need to use the mini beam to help get through here. Cloak. 100% evade means we definitely don't get hit. Your complete lack of weapons also mean we don't get hit. And they die. Go here, that sees a lot. We probably should have let our cloak cooldown reduce a little bit, but it's fine. We'll need to cloak this, probably. Yeah, we are hacking a little bit too early if we want to use the charge 2 at 3 charge. I'm not used to using this weapon with shield hacking. It's a little bit awkward. They cloaked, but it's fine. Okay, I don't see another store. We're gonna just hack right away. We don't need the shield overcharge, the charge 2 to go to max level. Especially not if we do that. $36 and the defensive drone 1, which we will sell because we can't ever get the drone control system. We're gonna go here and then up through the pulsar and around. Actually, should we hit here, here, and there? I don't know whether that's possible. No. You're in an awkward spot to dislodge you. I'm just gonna mind control. You two go stand nearby so that when the time comes you can take them out. Oops. I forgot to move the second bit of power into there and hit the wrong button, so we didn't do as long a cloak as I wanted. But it's fine. If we'd angled that beam correctly, we would have just killed this ship outright there, but we'll get a bit of extra combat XP because we didn't do that. What have we got here? Another fight. Cool. I'm going to just upgrade my hacking now. You don't usually fight ships with level 4 with force shield bubbles in Sector 6, but you can do them. And in NG sectors particularly, there are NG bombers, which can be like that. So we'll just do that as security. We'll aid the civilian ship. Should we O2 kill this ship? The charge ion is not very dangerous. We're gonna O2 kill this ship. Let you through. You two kill each other. Cool, we took the chain ion off, which is the only thing. The only dangerous thing would be that charging all the way up. This doesn't do anything, other than maybe give us... Okay, you're running the NG out. This is, interesting behavior. So yeah, they're gonna board me with the NG and leave the Mantis to repair their O2. That is some spectacular AIing going on there. I guess they did that because they had high enough level to just warp him back. This NG is so stunned that he's just allowing himself to stand there and die. Okay. Just knock that chain ion off. And they can suffocate now. They never fixed their O2 even once. Cool, we got a free weapon drop. That's worse than the charge 2 that we're using and the other weapons we're using, so we're just gonna sell that, but whatever. It's a weapon drop, it's the first one we've gotten the entire run. Into the pulsar we go. If this weren't in a pulsar, we could almost certainly just safely crew kill it. But it's in a pulsar, let's not do that. Take those weapons down. You two murder each other. We might yet get lucky and manage to crew kill this. It just depends on where where things get ionized over there. And also how high level this clone bay is. It's only level 1, very, very good. I really wanted them in the same room. Yeah, we're not going to do this. Oh well. It's not exactly like we're hurting for scrap here, that we really need drops. It's just they would be nice. And it's good to get into the habit of crew killing where you can, because over a long win streak, every drop, you know, one drop could make the difference between victory and defeat. Speaking of drops, there's a beam. We might keep that and use it in the later flagship phases, we'll see. I'd like to go down here, see if there's a store, then go topside. Oh, there's another free weapon. So a couple jumps ago, we'd had no weapon drops in this entire run. We've now had 3 in, you know, only a couple of jumps. At this stage, I'd probably rather see a store than get a fight. So let's just go up there. We'll do that, sure. Yeah, let's go to the store. What have you got? nothing of use. Sell this, and sell this. But we'll keep the pike beam. Kind of now wish we'd bought the glaive beam, as strange a thing as it sounds to do that. We could have gone glaive, pike, mini beam. We'll see. Actually, thinking on it, I was thinking we could use the glaive beam to break Zoltan Shield in phase 3. Of course, we have stealth weapons, so we can just use the weapons we have to do that. But I might keep this anyway in case we see a halberd beam or something like that, and then we can go for an all beam setup. Should we go to this other store to do that? It'll mean a double dive. Alright, so if we go to the exit now, we get what's there, and then we can go to that jump down in the bottom corner. I'm going to do that instead. No, we're not giving up drones. Well, that wasn't really as worth it as I was hoping, but whatever. One moment, please. Okay, we're back. Let's get my cloaking up now. Let's get that up. Gonna buffer that just in case we take like 1 damage that it can't stop us charging our FTL. Everything else is fine. We'll hold off, see if we spot a store in Sector 7. I think Sector 7 we have a choice between red and green, and what we pick will depend on what we see. I don't know what kind of missile that is, so I'm going to just hack it. Unfortunately, it looks like it's a breach missile, which we could have probably just cloaked at the same time as the ASB, but whatever. I didn't know that, and if it had been a Hermes missile, it could be a little awkward. Blast those rooms. You go up there. Let's try to cloak this at level 1 and see whether or not we can therefore stick around long enough to kill this ship and get our cloaking back in time for the next ASB. Cool, that's down. This can't do anything. Mind control you, stop you fixing shields, everyone back to their positions. I think we'll be okay here. Cloak. Yeah, we got these guys. Mantis Homeworld or Zoltan Controlled? I think Zoltan Controlled is more consistent. It is more dangerous, but we're kind of past the point where, barring some severe misplays, I think we're past the point where losing is actually a realistic option. Like, we would need to very seriously mess up our micro or something like that to lose at this stage. Zoltan Nebula beacons are not great. I'm still going to hit here, 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 and then go further. No, we do not want to look into the Zoltan Eye. At least we know we've already seen that now. What are you hacking? That's a little annoying. It means we won't have 100% evade. When we cloak, 90% will have to do with like being back at the beginning of the run. Okay, we've taken out the weapon that is most dangerous to us. And we have a long time to get off a second volley and possibly knock out these as well. We just need to knock one of them off to have no risk of taking any damage at all. Okay, we did knock... Oh, okay. Now they've done what we want them to do. Shoot at the other side. Take those shields down. Or just kill them, you know, that works too. Okay, we'll go distress there, and onwards. Just try to... Nice! We get a free shields trained Zoltan. That's the skill that we have least of, and now we have a person to put in there who has the skill and even gives us free power. Let's get our shields up now. We have enough scrap that we could do anything we want at a store. We'll fight. This isn't the manually search event, which I was hoping for, since we have the blue option. But it's fine. We only need 2 shield bubbles for this. We'll try to do it without hacking. We don't really have the power to run level 3 hacking at the moment. Cloak! Put the second shield bubble back up. These 2 lasers will kill because they can't dodge. Oh, I forgot to save crew positions. Let's fix that now. Got a Mantis ship. We could potentially crew kill these guys by running them out of missiles. Is that a breach missile? It looks like it is. Let's see if we can crew kill them. If we can get these guys down very, very low, we can warp them back and then get them to board with these other guys. Cloak. Yeah, that's a Hermes missile, not a breach missile. It's too fast. We could do it probably by hacking the missile so that we can make sure to cloak it every single time. But I think I want to just win the fight. I didn't do a good beam shot there, but whatever. Stop preparing those weapons. Murder each other instead. Nice! We get a free auto reloader. That does free our augment, fill our augment slots up, but whatever. Like it's filled up with 3 augments that are good. This ship is not very dangerous. We can crew kill this. The only way they could hurt us would be these shots all line up, all hit, and then the mini beam hits us. They do have level 3 oxygen, which will be a little bit difficult to knock offline. Especially if they do that. They're going to refill it. Let's just let them refill it all the way and redo the hack in a moment. I wish I could mind control to help my shots all hit, but we can't see over there to do that. We might get our shield skill up all the way in this fight. Okay, we didn't quite completely destroy it, but the fire is going to burn it out while it's still hacked, so, yep. And they're never going to be able to repair that, because when it looks like they're about to repair it, I'll just mind control somebody. The fires will go out regardless. Given that there's multiple people in the room, let's just mind control one of them now. Make them fight each other. You're already bailing. Too late for you, my friend. Crew kill. Okay, this could be manually searched because we've already seen one event like this and it wasn't. But it could be other events as well. It's not guaranteed to be. But it is. We get the blue option. We get a free rock pilot. Very nice. Rock pilots are generally preferable to human pilots because they're better at dealing with fires and borders. So let's move our human pilot over to sensors and just put our Mantis somewhere central. So our upgraded piloting has yielded a superior pilot. Well, we got the border police. They got a glade beam over there. However, the border police have boarded into a silly location. We can vent these two and we can mind control you. Well, they even have hacking, but they've hacked something irrelevant. You get in there. The main danger with this event is when the border police die, they go pop and do damage to your crew. So you just want to make sure you don't manage to lose your crew members by them repeatedly doing like 15 damage to you. Let's hack now. We shouldn't mess around with the border police. Our hacking drone hit their ion there. Great. So it might get blown up in the air. Currently, we can't dodge anything, but that's fine. Okay, we finally got there. Let's do a big long cloak to buy us time to get our evade back. We want to knock this glade beam down. There we go. Mind control you to stop you repairing things. Go heal the injured people. They have no weapons to use on me right now anyway. Do that. We could potentially end up regretting that if we see an immediate store with like pre-igniter and glade beam or something like that, but our odds on that are not very high. Well, we've seen the store, so there's the first half of that potential event. But yeah, these weapons all suck. Okay, there's another store right away, so we'll hold on to all our scrap and we'll hold on to the pike beam. If there is another beam weapon there, we'll probably go all beam. If there isn't, we'll just sell the pike beam and use the weapons we've been using the whole run. I hate fighting ships at Zoltan Shield at Ion Pulsars that have the shield overcharger drone, because one layer of that stupid thing will block the whole Ion Pulse. Cloak. Stop fixing things. Yeah, like if they have this off when the pulsar goes off, none of their systems get ionized. It's really annoying. But we killed them anyway. And since we're jumping to a store, we don't really need to... Actually, we're going to jump there first. I was going to say we don't need to wait for our shields to come back. But since there's another fight we can go to in a favorable location, we'll go there, and then we'll jump to the store. And that means we need to wait until our shields are not being ionized by the pulsar. Our drones have started to dip a little, but not enough to be too concerned. I think that's a Hermes missile, unfortunately. If this were a breach missile, we could easily crew kill it by just cloaking every single one until they ran out. Actually, maybe it is a breach missile. It's quite slow. If it is a breach missile, we're going to try to crew kill these people with oxygen hacks. That's a breach missile. Okay, we haven't quite taken that down, but by damaging the weapons, it means they don't get the benefit of weapons training, and that will mean that we will always... With weapons training, our cloak doesn't come off cooldown fast enough. Well, they are once again trying to fix their weapons with a Mantis. Let's just knock that missile offline. So yeah, we'll let them get to within an inch of fixing that, and then we will mind control them. Their lasers aren't doing a damn thing. We don't even need to let them wait any longer, just do that. Big long cloak, they'll be dead before they get to ever fire that again. Cool, we get a slug. Normally at this point I would train the slug to be my new pilot, but it's so late in the run I don't think I can be bothered. But we have mind control anyway, so if they mind control the pilot in phase 3, I will unmind control them. I will instead put the slug indoors, because that way there's no possibility that an enemy with mind control can like mind control my my doors person and thus allow like borders to run free. Do we want this pike beam and go pike mini? That doesn't one-shot the flagship, so I don't feel like it's worth it. In fact, halberd wouldn't either. Nah, let's just go with what we've been using the whole game. Do that. Now we just want more engines. Our options here, we could just take these two and get out. We could go up to the top side. We'd have to do a big dive. But, you know, we could probably survive that. But we don't know. This isn't necessarily anything. We don't know what these are. These are guaranteed. Like, there's at least one encounter beacon down there. And the exit is highly likely to be an encounter. So I think I'll just take this. Yeah, we get an outpost. It's guaranteed double scrap reward. They've hacked my shields. That would be very dangerous if I wasn't ridiculously stronger than this ship. Oh no, my shields are hacked. What will I do? I'm amazed we actually got through on the first volley there, considering that this is a late game auto scout. We were only firing 5 lasers at it. But it worked. We might kill on this volley if we can take their piloting out fast enough. Yep. Double reward. Get engines up. Go fight in the asteroid field. This event can be dangerous, but it isn't here. Unmind control you. We're gonna O2 hack these people. They can damage us if they line up the all of their laser shots and they all hit with an asteroid and they line that up with the hull beam. But the odds of that happening are extremely remote. And what's not remote is the odds that we're gonna just knock their oxygen off. They nearly actually managed it there. After I said it wasn't very likely. Frankly, we're going to get a repair at the end of this sector anyway, so even if they manage to do it, it wouldn't be that bad. You get one hit, whatever. Yeah, like there they nearly did. They had all the lasers lined up, but they didn't, and they did all hit, but they didn't get an asteroid in as well. It's vaguely tempting to save my mind control to use on their ship to stop them fixing it, but I don't feel like we need to do that. We'll need to take the clone bay out, but we'll wait to do that until like the oxygen is already gone on their ship. Cool, we got fire in there. Zoltans are not good at fighting fires. Getting some shield skill from this, we've nearly maxed it out. Okay, you gone pop. Let's charge my weapons up all the way and hit the clone bay. Yep, down it goes. And Beth here is just gonna die. Do a long cloak. By the time it runs out, Beth will be gone. I don't even care about this. Well, we're going to upgrade our pilot to a superior model. Welcome aboard, Mr. Hutz. I enjoyed your work in the false advertising suit against a never-ending story. We don't even have to dive here. We had enough space to get back to the exit. And off to Sector 8. Let's go and murder the flagship. We'll take a repair station right away just to make absolutely certain we don't run out of drones. And now we'll start making towards the base. I think we'll dodge this fight and go to this instead. Get more engines. Our ship is extremely strong. What are you hacking? Engines is not great, but we'll be fine. Our engines are high enough level that even with the hack, if we do this, we can still get 100% evade with our cloak, and that's all we need here. We potentially could have saved the pike beam and used it instead of the mini beam, but whatever. We didn't need to do that. You two start murdering each other, break the drone. You know, like, I would hope this run shows how little luck you need in terms of drops, which we had basically none until that very silly Sector 6, where suddenly everything started raining from the sky. How little luck with drops you need to get a good run with Stealth A. You know, we bought one charge laser early on, and otherwise we've just bought systems. and it's completely fine. Attack these shields. Mantis, go help out. Let's hack so that we can do a full charge 2 shot. Cloak. Let's mind control their pilot. They probably have autopiloting there, and indeed they did, because we did miss one of the shots. But we hit enough of them to knock the missile off, which is all we care about. We probably can't crew kill here. They have a fast missile and a clone bay. It's not worth risking. Even with all the fire over there. We got a good reward anyway. This is better because it allows us more jumps. Are we going to really get engines up to 8? This is almost always a frivolous use of money. We're just doing it anyway. It's probably better to damage buffer my weapons, actually. But we might get enough scrap to do that anyway. And, like, why not? Let's just get our engines all the way up, just for the sake of it. We will once again charge the charge 2 up all the way here. We have 115% evade. That is the highest evade you can get in FTL. Now it drops to only 111, so I can do a long mind control. Take all them down. That was a bad reward, unfortunately, but whatever. Go here. You guys go and fight these two. They're in an annoying spot. Long cloak. Mind control on you. We've taken all their weapons out, that's all that matters. Get you two into the med bay. No, we're not taking that. That's a terrible offer. We might not get many crew kills in the early phases, but it's fine. We have quite good anti-boarding at this point anyway. Yeah, we did get enough, in fact, to get this buffer. And we even have enough space to go to fight this. This ship is not very dangerous. We can cloak the burst 3. Our mind control doesn't do anything in this fight, unfortunately. Let's mini beam. Hopefully they only have level 1 piloting. They didn't, but whatever. Currently they can't hurt us, so let's just take out their other stuff and prevent their ability to evade, their ability to cloak. Make this fight faster. Now they can't dodge. Down they go. Another 55. We're going to upgrade doors. We'd like to go here, but I can't do it, really. We might get that fight in between flagship phases. So we are very, very strong. Our only real downside is not being able to easily get crew kills, but we might get some in this phase anyway, just from our mind control. What are you hacking? My hack, that doesn't matter too much. You can even sometimes do fun stuff if they hack your hack, because it allows you, if they blow the hacking drone up after your first volley, you can change the hack, as long as you have enough drones, which we do here. You can do something like hack shields at first, use that to get a good first volley and knock missiles out, and then do something like hack medbay for crew kills. We might not do that here, but... Long cloak, 115% evade means those shots are going to go whirring by. Mind control their pilot to reduce evade. It's good enough to knock that off. They're going to get another cloak here, but we're going to start plugging shields now. They blew the hack up. We might... I think probably I will just use it on shields again, to be honest, because I just want to... Having a hack on shields is so useful because it's such a central location. Like, this guy would be dead if that hack was still there, because he ran away from the mind-controlled guy. He wouldn't have been able to do that if we still had the hack on that road. Fire everything at shields. Doesn't matter too much if they get the missiles back, because I mean, we could potentially hack the missiles as well. We might wait until the next time they engage their hack. Should we do that? Let's attack their missiles. If they blow it up, so what? We didn't land enough shots there, and 1 moment. Alright, we're back. Let's win this. So they dodged my volley there. It's fine. They'll blow that up. Yeah, unfortunately they've now completely got the missiles back, but it doesn't matter. We'll probably hack their shields again here. But we can just cloak this. Long cloak. Drain this as much as we can. I think I'm going to actually fire before it finishes draining all the way, because I don't know where they are in their hacks, in their cloak cycle. Damn it, I fired too late. They took that over too. We could jump away at this point and reset the battle, but I don't think we need to do that. Should we do that? We might do that. If it looks like they're going to actually get their missiles off on me again, I'm probably going to actually reset it. Yeah, let's just reset this battle. It's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Back to the base. We can't do that again. But it's fine. We just lost a couple drones. That's probably worse, but... It's not, with the charge 2, it's not as bad as it might normally be, because it will only, any hack on my weapons won't fully drain it down. It will just drain it down to, like, the last slot, so to speak. Cloak. Hack now. Our timing is a bit messed up here, actually, by the fact that we don't get as much, we don't get the weapon training. But whatever. we've taken that completely offline, and that's what matters most. And also, they're not going to be repeatedly taking out our hack on shields, so now we can actually hit shields with our second volley. You know, we'll have to keep this offline. Actually, maybe we do just need to keep hitting this. Yeah, we need to keep hitting missiles. Still, we hit it 3 times there, which is all we needed. We dodged it enough that we didn't need to blow a cloak. We'd like to get a mind control off in that room so they can stop fixing it. So let's do that now. No more repairing. Get those missiles down all the way. I think we only need 1 damage on that room. Okay, we needed more than that, but whatever, we have cloak. Let's just get that hack off. And blow them up. That was a little bit more involved than phase 1 usually is because we had 2 consecutive bad hacks. But it's fine. We didn't take any damage. I think we only killed 1 crew there, which is unfortunate. I am going to take a break here because I am going to do something for a little bit. Alright, let's end this. We don't have any reliable way to get here. I'd love to go and get that fight, but like, whatever. It's not like we need more scrap. We are very, very highly upgraded. Open our internal doors and run L2 oxygen so that we can deal... That got taken over anyway, so it wouldn't have been worth it. That lined up perfectly. Yes, come and fight me in my med bay. That's a good plan. I would mind control in their pilot, but I'm actually going to mind control in the missiles room so that I can prevent them from repairing it. Do that. Cool, we even got a fire. So you're dead. You're gonna run into shields to stop them fixing that. Got another one down. Cloak! Drain this stuff down. You two go and fight this guy again. Ah, we nearly got her. Actually, we might do it here. Well, they dodged, so we couldn't do it. Got you there. We could try to mind control to kill more, but I think I just want to end this phase at this point. Just waiting for the death animation to finish playing so that when I do this, they blow up. So no damage to the first two phases, even though phase 1 was a little bit of a trek. Let's upgrade the med bay, I guess. We're gonna have some borders in this phase. We haven't crew killed the whole crew the way I usually aim to do. Our weapons weren't really suited for it, and the hacks in the first phase made it very, very difficult to get even incidental crew kills. Put 1 point into mind control to just counter their stuff every time it goes off. We'll fight them away from the base, so if we want to do the runaway trick, we can do it. Given that we have level 8 engines, that might be quite a good idea. Yeah, they don't actually have that many crew left. We might pull it just to show it off. Pull our shields down. Cloak now. Get our shields back up. Ooh. Undo that, please. And now let's see if we can do this. We might be able to knock their missile artillery offline before they get to use it again. Let's shoot now. Yep, we got it. So I think we might be able to do this without any damage, although them being in our piloting room is not ideal. We're actually going to let them get out there before we undo the mind control, because I want them out of my piloting room. So yeah, open the door to let them escape, and then let's go and fight these guys. Cloak. We probably shouldn't have done a level 3 cloak there, but I don't think it's going to matter. Are you kidding? Okay, let's hack then. Knock that offline, and now the only thing they can use on us is the power surge, which the power surge is only 7 shots. We have 55% evade and 4 shields. We should be able to dodge it even without cloaking. We might get unlucky and then we'll take damage, but no, we didn't. So that's going to be a 0 damage fight. Stealth weapons and even remotely decent weapons, you can usually get it with 0 damage as long as you know the pattern. It was a little tricky there because our weapons didn't exactly cut through the Zoltan shield fast, but we did manage to get the job done. Let's see what our score will be. I'm expecting pretty high, probably mid 6,000s. Yep. You know, when your ship is this upgraded, you know, we have level 8 shields, level 8 engines, level 7 weapons, all our subsystems are level 3, and we have a max reactor. That's really, really strong. And yeah, we didn't actually get... Our beacons explored count was not that high, but our scrap collected was very good. We defeated many, many, many ships, and we pulled off a very comfortable win. So, that's 11 in a row now. Let's find out what we're going to be playing on run number 12. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, NGB. That's going to be tricky. NGB is not an easy ship at all. But we will look forward to that next time and see if we can continue the streak. Until then, goodbye for now.